don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Whole club selling out of the hitters doing steady. Small business don't come around and don't survive my ratings. All I talk about and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. My clown way too white to be shooting in the eyes. I'm sleeping good at night. See the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful.
It's week 12 of the National Football League, and we've got the Condors. Creative quarterback. He got his reps in last week, finishing with over 300 passing yards. It's the Condors and the 49ers, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Pacific Northwest and the bustling city of Portland, Oregon. Today, week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Condors of Portland. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Portland team entering play, and they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game in these types of situations?
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. McCollum complete. This is Lewis. No gain on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To throw on 3rd down, McCauley. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
At the 44-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
1st and goal from just inside the 5.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. And a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now you got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that line, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with an amazing diving catch.
And the Niners get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And a 3 and out on that 1st drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves you out that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, McCauley. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun. McCauley. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. On 1st and 10, McCauley. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
On the ground is Rivers.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Looking to throw. McCauley. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll run it here with Rivers.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They run with Rivers.
It's a gain of 6. Moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Condors are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Here is 3rd and 5.
They'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. 7-7, our score after 1. Portland football here ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Here's Rivers, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 49ers.
Operating from the gun. McCauley looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Off the play fake. McCauley. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. And on now is the punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Quick throw there is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. Portland's offense now about set to take over. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McCauley, quick slant here to Smith. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. McCauley, that's going to be caught by Rivers. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
42-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. McCauley, it fights him off. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
They were backed up behind the sticks, but he still found a way to make that 1st down happen. That's the kind of fight every coach hopes his franchise quarterback has in it. Look a tough situation like that in the eye and come up with a solution on the spot.
continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rivers, and not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That one will set them back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Portland's offense now about set to take over. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McCauley. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Up the middle they go. Rivers fights through and now a crease. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the stream, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds after his short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Now this throw caught left side. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. On 1st down, McCauley goes right back to Smith again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Back to throw again.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This is caught. And he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Rivers is into the end zone. Touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Point after try forthcoming. It's good to make it 17-7. A 10-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throw.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. And going to Bucks is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where you see the final score there. The Rams continue to move up that playoff ladder as they run their record to 9-3 through 12 games. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Packers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals continue to keep one eye on that race for a first-round bye as they improve their mark to 9-2.
All right,
this
Coach,
has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Now a handoff up the middle. Rivers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, I have to say, in that situation, they're lined up for a running play. It's only 3rd and 2. Some element of the pass, but that was really well blocked.
Probably call those gravy plays, right, if you're the offensive coordinator?
No doubt about it. All you're trying to do is get the 2 yards necessary for a first down. Then you look up, you got a whole lot more than that.
Yeah, they did. They got a lot more than that, indeed.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
Off play action. McCauley. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it second down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 49ers 18-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It'll be a gain of just a yard. 3rd and 7 now.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lewis. Just his 2nd catch of the this one moves the chains. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Condors take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 4.
They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And bulldozing his way through. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Right back to him on first down.
They'll get this down to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their...
Touchdown 49ers! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always he's giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. Rivers. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, with a minute or 2 on 3rd down, you're a little off balance.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
They go play action here on 1st down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Rivers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
111 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Only a couple there, as he'll be brought down about the 28.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fielded at the 33. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pace.
Now he's loose again.
And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 15. Three quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. On first down, Rivers. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the 16-yard line.
To throw on second down, McCauley. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Call it a gain of a yard. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Now a handoff up the middle. Rivers. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a fourth down now.
Fourth down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Back to throw here. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. They'll run on 1st down. Rivers. And he'll work down inside the 45. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Back to throw. McCauley. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Rivers. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 127 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake. McCauley. This is Smith to the ground. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Condors look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
49ers 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. On first down, Rivers. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On first and 10, McCauley. This is caught. Touchdown! A 24-yard touchdown. And the Condors have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The Niners on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is third down and 12. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we were going to start bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
On second down now, Rivers. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run on first down. Rivers, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On second down, Rivers, and he'll bring this one inside the 35. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on third and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down,
Rivers. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
On first down, Rivers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
As a gain of 9 brings up 2nd and a yard.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Portland, they move back over 500 now at 6-5, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.